Ascension here, and today we are going to go into the game Dawn of the Dragon's Ascension, and we are going to discuss raids. We're going to look at the types of raids and why they're important to do. Before we get started, do a little self-promotional pleading here. I need 1,000 people, some 1,000 subscribers to my channel, because that's what YouTube finds important. So if you guys would be so kind as to give me a subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And if you like the content, give the video a like and leave comments in the comments section. Without further ado, let's go into the game. So raids are an important part of the game in terms of content. You have your instances, you have your group instances, your guild campaigns. But raids are a great way of earning gold and XP. Now, there are 3 different kinds of raids. There are province raids, guild raids, and there are these right here, world raids. You click your raid icon, you'll see the province raids that are available to me. This top one is for the Baird province. The second one is for the Derlini province, and then this one is the global raid or world raid, whatever you want to call it. World probably works because this is the world. Now, unfortunately, the way things are now, it's really hard to. There is no way to delineate from the display here which kind of raid is which. You just kind of know this from playing the game. The difference between the province raids is basically kind of the scope. We click the treasure chest here, and I have not been doing these because I'm doing the global raid or the world raid, but the loot tiers are basically the same. This is the one for Baird, and we're going to scroll all the way down. The Baird raid can only go up to tier 20 and 10 million damage. That's it. After that, any damage you make is not going to get you any more loot. But if we look at the Sea Serpent here for the Derlini raid, and we scroll down, all the loot tier loots are the same. The difference is, you notice now, then we're going past tier 20, and we can go to tier 24. And I am informed that, you know, with each province, it unlocks additional loot tiers that you can reach. Also, province raids, oops, let's go into there, have no community loot. A world raid, on the other hand, has completely better and different loot tiers, well, structures. So, if you look, I mean, yeah, the early loot is still pretty crappy, but, ooh, look. If you're low level and early starting into the game, now then the lowest gear you can get is common. You don't get any junk. So it's well worth jumping in here just to get some of this stuff. I haven't been able to do as much as I'd like, but the loot is much better. And let's see how far down the rabbit hole we can go. As you see, the loot tiers are much greater. All the way down to 36, it looks like. So down here, I mean, if you can hit this thing for 250 million damage, you know, you're going to instantly get gold, centric metals, and very rare equipment. Just to show you the V, I don't have any, but you know, for assassin, Arabella would use this equipment. That's what kind of boost it would give. Now, the province raids will swap out what you're fighting. So right now it's a pirate ship and a sea serpent, but there is a second monster that you'll fight that will come up, and it provides the same loot. It's just a cosmetic different creature that you're fighting. And when you go into the different province maps, like, see, here's the pirate ship raid, so you know where it's at. Has a slightly different icon than the city instances and stuff. Ditto and Derlini. There's where the sea serpent is. And of course, in the world map, we're looking around here, but obviously that's where the world raid is. And of course, like we were shown before, you just click the raid button, and there you go. The other type of raid is the guild raid. That's access in a guild. It's very important that you join a guild just to get this extra XP and extra gold. And like the other raids, the province raids, the monster you fight it changes out. I believe giants are the other one. Right now we're fighting the dragon. So let's go in and let's get some hits in here. Now, you'll notice there are 3 buttons on at the bottom. And you've got this purple bar. This purple bar is your honor bar. And honor is the energy you use for guild activities. So if I use this one, it's going to hit for 1 honor. So it's gave me 1 XP, 1 guild XP, and 5 gold. If I do this one, I went 5, 5, 25, because I just burned 5 honor. Obviously, most of the time, you're just going to be hitting for 20. 20, 20, and 100. So this is a great way to earn gold. And I just leveled up. And you want to immediately do your stat points. I'll have a link in the description about the stat point, what to do with stat points. The damage you do in a guild or any raid is determined from your allies. It takes your top 10 allies. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 allies. And then your stats as a player character. And that's what it uses to determine how much damage you do in the raid. So let's go back into the guild raid. Let's just see where we're at here on the loot tier. I've done 128 million damage. And unfortunately the logs clear whenever you leave the raid, but right now I'm doing about 11,754 damage. Yeah, and that's pretty constant for right now. And as I do this, I'm instantly getting that XP. I'm earning XP for my guild, and I'm instantly getting that gold. And I would not like to buy any more honor. So let's look and see where the heck I got to. The loot tiers, and you know how much closer I am Still a ways from the next loot tier. But I have a day, 11 hours, 10 minutes, blah blah seconds, so I'll easily do that. When there's a world raid on, you definitely want to do the world raid. You definitely want to do all your stamina into the world raid. You don't want to do any of the province raids, and you don't want to really do instances or group instances if you can help it. Now let's see how far I've gotten here. I don't think we've talked about community loot, so I'm about to. So let's see, 600 and... Yeah, I might get to the next loot tier. Let's see. I'm going to try to, because there's something else I need to talk about. But in the loot, there's community loot, if it comes up. So that means, right now, community damage has done 636 million damage to this deal. So that means that all this loot is available to everyone who participates. Because these are community tiers. So, as I understand it, even if you don't do that much damage into the world raid, because the community did this much damage, 600 million, everybody who participated will get all this loot that's been unlocked. Now, you won't get it instantly like you do in regular loot tiers, your personal ones. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. This loot here from the World Raid community loot will come later. But you can see just how important it is to do this, because this is some amazing gold boost that you'll get. Not to mention all the equipment and some more metals for Centric. So, and then every bit of damage you do goes to the community loot totals. Now we're gonna whack on this thing for a bit, and I should be doing the same amount of damage I was before. Yep. The game has not introduced any mechanics yet that will allow you to do additional damage versus like this is an automaton. You know, none of that is there yet, but it should be coming. Now you see, I just unlocked raid tier 11. That's my personal raid tier. Now, unlike the community loot, which will come at the end of the raid, personal loot tiers that you hit will be immediately given to you. It's not clear in any of the dialogue that this happens, but because I just hit loot tier 11 on my personal tier system, I was given an additional 2,000 gold immediately. It doesn't come in mail. There's no waiting. It's just there. And I did verify this and test this. So, in another video. So, the log will say tier 11 reached, items rewarded. But unfortunately, if you back out of this screen and come back in, the battle logs are cleared. I'm hoping that's something that future updates will resolve. Because it definitely is not that clear to people starting the game that you've reached the loot tier, that you've actually gotten it. But in fact, you know, I did go out and check, and I did verify that I got all the loot I was supposed to get. So, as you see, raids are pretty simple. It's a quick way of draining off your energy. Even now, I can pop back in, do another whack here, get another 20 XP and 100 gold, Go into my guild. Get another whack. 20, 20, 100. Now, province instances, I think, only give you 80 gold, not 100. But guild, province raids, I should say, only give you 80 gold instead of 100. But world raids and guild raids give you 100 gold, not 80. So that's it about raids. Hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a like. And again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, I run an anime and manga blog at anime.astronerdboy.com. Alright, this is Astro Nerd Boy, and you guys have a good one. We'll talk to you later.